Title: The Illusion of Greener Pastures. A message to Africans from Wisdom Street Corner. Welcome to Wisdom Street Corner, the street where hope finds a voice and love walks with purpose. Please watch and listen to the end. This little information might help your reality. Let me share a little secret with you. There is nothing wrong with traveling abroad if you have all it takes to settle and purpose. Stop selling your properties. Stop pushing families and friends out of their way just to buy a ticket to an unknown adventure with no returns. Many Africans have lost their lives in the desert, in the sea, and others have lost their properties to agents because of desperation. Be content. Find purpose. Walk with focus. Many have sold their houses, lands, and inheritance just to prove a point, that they have traveled abroad in search of greener pastures. But when they arrived, what did they meet? Not green pastures, but green postures. Bent backs, endless hustles, and tears hidden behind smiling photos. The truth is, the mindset you have about the abroad dream is not the reality you will meet when you get there. The false dream. Let us talk about the illusion created by social media. Many show luxury pictures online, but hide the struggles. Cleaning jobs, long factory shifts, lonely nights, and a CNA, and several jobs that you refuse to do back home in Africa. There is a lady called Sandra. She was a banker for years. She has a better life and an envious of her peers. Sandra met a man called Mark, who had just come from abroad, charming and handsome, dressed in so much gold jewelry. Mark told Sandra, "You will make more money with your job abroad." Sandra later quit her job, sold all her properties, and relocated. Sandra later regretted her actions and is still struggling to this day. A bird that abandons its nest may find no branch to rest. A man who wants to find a resting shelter at old age must plant a tree while young. Prophets and clergy are praying for you to get a visa. Yet many of them have not crossed their own borders. Why? Because visas are not destiny. God's blessing is not tied to migration. In the time of old, slaves were forced out of Africa. Today, people are voluntarily selling themselves into invisible chains. Who bewitched Africa to hate itself so much that we sell what others are rushing to buy? During slavery, colonialism came to buy us from our traditional rulers, torture, starvation, and brain drain with no options. In contrast with modern voluntary slavery, we are being sold by the same traditional rulers and our greedy government rulership in place of leadership. But remember, everything has an end. Africans are fleeing to Europe for jobs, while Europeans are relocating to Africa for business, farming, tourism, and investment. Foreigners see gold where we see dust. The greed and lust. Why are the educated Africans being led by the uneducated and touts? Yet your greed accepts little to sell out your destiny, vote and praises, comparison, and the pressure to show off. Someone sells land to Japa, escape abroad, but ends up working as a night security guard, earning just enough to survive. Compare with someone who stayed, built slowly, and today employs others. Take from the wisdom of contentment from biblical references. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure with trouble. Proverbs 15:16. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23:1. Talk about patience, vision, and purpose-driven work. Encourage small beginnings, farming, skills, businesses. Me a few days ago, saying with tears, "I sold my father's land to travel 15 years ago. Today, I can't buy half a plot. I thought abroad meant instant success, but I met depression. The people I mocked for staying behind now drive cars, while I wash plates. The real green pastures are your skills, your ability, planning structure, opportunity that others overlook, and how you implement it. Trees don't grow overnight. Plant that seed and water it patiently, get something done, it has more to do with fulfillment, not location. Purpose, not visa. Growth, not escape. If your mind is barren, no land will be fertile for you. Teach about developing ideas, using skills, and seeing opportunities where you are. Africa's hidden wealth is in your soil and environment. Foreigners farming African land and exporting food. Foreign investors are opening tech companies in Lagos, Nairobi, and Accra. Tourism is booming because outsiders see Africa's beauty. Ask, why are foreigners running to Africa while Africans are running away from Africa? The road to true success. Let me share a step-by-step advice. Find purpose, build a skill, collaborate with the community, stop comparison, invest in small but consistent steps, share African success stories, from poverty to global recognition without fleeing abroad. The challenge. Please look at what you have on your hands. Don't run away. Build. Africa needs builders, not deserters. End with hope. You don't need to cross the sea to see the sky. The same sun shines here. Now do this for me. Please follow, like, and share this message on Wisdom Street Corner, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's spread wisdom together, because hope lives here.